hope everybody's having a great day. Well, what we have here is a Conn 36K fiberglass sousaphone. It's modeled after the 14K sousaphone, which is kind of the littler brother of the 20K. Now, the big difference in these things, I think, is the valve section, where the valves on the 36K are longer, and they have the little squash ports on the 20Ks and the 22K fiberglass. Now, this 36K, I think, is one of the greatest things that Conn ever came up with, and Conn is, of course, the premier maker of sousaphones. And this horn weighs only about 18 pounds, and so this makes it a busker's dream. If you want to take this thing out on the street and play it, you can stroll, you can dance around. 18 pounds is very, very light for a sousaphone, especially if you compare it with the 30 to 50 pound behemoths that you get with the metal sousaphones. And so it's a very versatile horn. You can use it for marching, and it's awesome for small groups and Dixieland bands. It's a Dixieland band player's dream, I think. And when I played in the Dixieland band in the Army, I always liked using the sousaphones are much better to me than the upright tubas. You get that forward projection of the sound. They're kind of blastophoniums. You can keep up with trombones and trumpets very easy with them. Of course, the only downside, maybe you might talk about intonation, but that's true of every sousaphone. They're not really an instrument that's made all that well for intonation. They've tried making 4-valve ones and things of this nature, but you just kind of have to live with it, and it can be adjusted for. Now, I got to tell you, this horn is all kinds of fun. It's just, I've had it out playing it every day. I got it a couple of weeks ago from a friend in the orchestra, and he gave me a really nice deal on it. The history of this horn is that it was bought in the late 90s at an auction. Southwest Missouri State had a lot of these things, and they sold them off at that time. And so a group of friends bought them that I believe was in the orchestra at the lake area. Up at Lake Ozark, and they got these horns and kept them for quite some time. And finally my buddy was willing to let go of one of these things and let me get my hands on it. And it's been so fun to have this horn. Like I say, it's very light. It's quite efficient. You can play it very loud. You can use it for many things. And so its versatility alone makes this horn indispensable. It just isn't practical to take a big, heavy concert band tuba out and try to play on the street, or to play to troop marching jobs and things like that. So this was John Philip Sousa's great contribution. The 36K is modeled after the 14K, and it's just a very fine horn. This one's a very durable, and it's in very good shape. It has no cracks in the bell. Made in 1963. I looked up the serial number, and that has to be one of the very first fiberglass sousaphones, because I think Conn first started making them in the 60s. So this is a very, very old model, but it's also a very nice playing horn. It's got a good sound, and it can be played in tune. You just have to be good at it, which I'm not particularly. I haven't played a sousaphone in 20 years after I retired from the Army. I just didn't have access to a tuba or a sousaphone, so I didn't keep up my chops. But now I'm getting a chance, and I've played it just about every day. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you, the 36K fiberglass, I recommend it highly. And if you go get one, I don't think you'll be sorry. So have a great day, and I will talk to you in a while.